Guti. Spread it left. Neymar. Oh, it's Petit. Nice control. Valverde. Messi. That has not gone well. Neymar. He's found a way through. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Paris Saint-Germain looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That's a throw. Oh, terrible pass. He has found a way through. Foden. There's the hit! Messi! In he goes again! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Modric. For Valverde. And it's Messi.
There will be 1 minute
showing
at
great
a time.
feet there. Now it's Neymar. He is through here. Van Nistelrooy. He's got the shot away! There's the whistle for half-time. Paris Saint-Germain head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. Guti! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bellingham. In comes big header! Goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
After 54 minutes.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Robertson. Now it's Foden. Valverde. And the shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Foden. It's a good ball out wide. Saliba gets him clear.
This match was 70,987.
And here's Messi. And it's Messi. Messi will not want... Decent hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, the least he could have done, Peter, was hit the target, and he's failed that test.
Van Bouten. Saliba. Now Van Bouten. Now Saliba. Koundé. It's Bellingham. Petit. And here's Neymar. Messi. Bellingham. And Van Nistelrooy! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
Paris Saint-Germain go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
The ball has bounced loose now. Valverde. And here's Foden. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Clips it so gently. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. He gets big. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Koundé. Van Nistelrooy looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Guti. And it's Petit. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Konate. Mikel Oyarzabal. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a fine interception. And they can counter here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Guti. And here's Neymar.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Oyarzabal. Messi. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Added minutes has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi. Fiddles it through. Oyarzabal. Oh, important interception. Bellingham at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Paris Saint-Germain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And already we're underway here. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's been drilled in. And he's quick to get it clear again. Koundé. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement. David! Ribéry. Saliba gets over and intercepts. And it's Messi. Neymar. And it's hoisted clear. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with...
Header! Denied by an instinctive save.
And Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's got tall. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Bellingham! And another try! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And it's been taken short. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Robertson. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Neymar. Defending of the desperate variety.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Ball's gone out of play. Bellingham. Davids. Oh, what a... Now the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here. Messi with the short one. Neymar. Messi.
He's had a hit!
And he's there to get it away. Oh, that's delightful. Messi. Very nicely done. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. Now Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Son Heung-min. Chooses to go. Can he put it away? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what this time, surely? They've scored! What a great header. Got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Après 36 minutes de
A
jeu.
1-0 lead established.
Le numéro 10.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Shifted it to the flank. Well, that is one way to stop him. Petit cuts out the pass. Van Dalken. Guti. And it's Neymar. Now it's Petit. Ribéry. Now Menu. And Caicedo. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Menu.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Ribéry in acres of space out wide. And it's Messi. Petit gets across to intercept. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's played into space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Petit gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Neymar. Van Nistelrooy. Caicedo. It's Ribéry. Mbappe. That has been slung wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Menu. And he cuts out the supply. That has ended up in no man's land. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Paris Saint-Germain still behind thanks to that solitary strike. He has found the way through. Davids. Neymar. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Son Heung-min. Played out to the right. Somewhat off target. Your impression so far, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And here's Neymar. And it's Petit. Oh, it's Petit. That's been cut out, well played.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Van Nistelrooy. Guti! He's got away with one there.
Changement en cours.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Robertson, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Mbappe. Caicedo. Madrid finding their passes. Saliba. Mbappe running with the ball. And back to the keeper they go. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Shifted upfield.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, it's Petit. Van Nistelrooy. Neymar! And he hits the net! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score, which the ball has recovered.
Madrid making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Akanji. Robertson. Neymar. And Robertson. Foden. Now it's Mbappe. Petit. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is good.
Terrific header! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Foden coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Paris Saint-Germain can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock.
Hits one! It's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Paris Saint-Germain could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's cut it out. It's a lovely, neat pass. That was good alertness. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. And he's being shifted off it. And they can counter here. He's had it taken off him. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Alexander-Arnold. And time is up. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have... Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one.
Everybody.
90 minutes to decide whether they can take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Paris Saint-Germain cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. And here's Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's made sure that's not getting through. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Neymar, and he's had a hit. It's anyone's ball now. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham with the big header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Well, Emmanuel Petit has got to be one of the most technically gifted midfield players there are anywhere. You would give anything for his sort of influence in your team, wouldn't you, Jim?
Big fan. I've always been a big fan. Defensively, extremely capable. He has an excellent work rate on and off the ball, but he doesn't get too much attention for his aggressive midfield presence. And I always feel that he's someone that can leave a foot in, not in a bad way, but just in a strong way.
Guti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Davids does really well to win the ball there. Davids. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Espimas. So it is still 0-0. Koundé. Neymar. Neymar! Yuga. Duric.
EFB United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Bellingham. Davids. And here... And Van Nistelrooy!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Struma. Mignanda. Davids. Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy. That has been knocked clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. And it's Guti. Van Nistelrooy. Shot a goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Is this the moment? The moment he made it happen. The moment they made it happen.
The goal scorer for Paris Saint-Germain.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Paris Saint-Germain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
And he's certainly onside here. Oh, that's nice. Neymar. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Van Nistelrooy.
Paris Saint-Germain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Mignanda. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Neymar. Bellingham. Bellingham! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but... And Van Nistelrooy! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well,
and there's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
To the screen right now.
How would you review the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Paris Saint-Germain come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And the game hits one! And that is wildly off target.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Yuga, Mignanda, Celnini, Baroccia. Oh, good-looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Yuga, Baroccia. Guti. He was under real pressure there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Castolo. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Neymar. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. And he's there to belt it away. Van Nistelrooy looking to shake off some unwanted Damn it! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And instinct climbs up big. Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Yuga.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Van Nistelrooy goes down, but nothing given. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Opts to play it back. He's had a shot! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he was quick to react. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Celnini. Yuga.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the time...
He's got tall! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
EFB United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
24 minutes is number 21, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
EFB United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty,
Coming on the field,
2-0 up.
Number 19,
We're looking at a very different
number
game now.
16.
The command has been established.
75 minutes played. Davids in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping! Messi! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Messi plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Barota. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Paris Saint-Germain can consider themselves just about safe now. He's in plenty of space here. And he's taking no chances there. Messi, who does have an assist to his name, and he's making progress on the ball. Does well to stand firm and defend it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's fabulous. Aimed in towards the centre. Koundé.
2 added
Van
minutes has been
Nistelrooy.
indicated.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Neymar. Barota.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Not the most accurate pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Paris Saint-Germain take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Have got underway here pretty promptly. And that has been cleared. it out. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Cleared away. Messi. Bellingham. Heads it! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Messi goes short. Terrific header!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Le numéro 21.
EFB United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal, 1-0 the score. And that is expertly dealt with. Neymar, and there's his chance to lead the counter. He's making a real surge on the left. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Neymar, tries a shot! They're back in possession and ready to go again. Van Nistelrooy, that's going to go a long way. Oh, that is a nice touch. Paris Saint-Germain are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Chelnini. Mignanda. He's in plenty of space here. He's dealt with that well. Van Nistelrooy. And they can counter here. Bellingham. Oh, it's Petit. Barota. Espimas. Passes short and sharp. Pass is just off target. And it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Espimas. Oh, super find.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's good play. And that's play. Real chance! Cleared without complication. And he was quick to react. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's very neat.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Yuga. Chelnini. Minyanda. Espimas. He is just caressing the ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. Played out to the right. Chance here to counter. Messi on a strong run down the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi purring through the gears. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Forwards and with intent. Jimenez. Played over towards the opposite flank. Minyanda. He's had a hit! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
But inscrit après 44 minutes de
Speed
jeu
of thought,
par
efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a throw. Chelnini. Bellingham. Guti. Van Nistelrooy. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Paris Saint-Germain head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. Second period then underway.
Paris Saint-Germain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi. And here's Van Nistelrooy! That was a matter of inches.
Van Nistelrooy nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Yuga. Valeni. Chelnini. Nicely spread. Valeni. That has been cut short. And it's Neymar. Minyanda. Yuga. Barota. Minyanda. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Now it's Neymar. He could be in here. Davids. And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mignanda.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Saliba. And Koundé. Van Bouten. Van Nistelrooy being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 71
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Petit, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Valeni. Duric. Yuga. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Van Nistelrooy. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Changement en cours.
Saliba. More and more pressure on the ball here. Castolo. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. That's beautifully weighted. Well, no, that is pretty much the end of that. Duric. Chalnini. Harty. Chalnini. Mignanda. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Guti. Played into space out wide. And he's there to clear it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mignanda. It's a really well-measured ball.
EFB United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival, David. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary, and he's quick to snatch it back. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. So what can they make of this? Barota has found the net here, of course. Neymar, it's a good run down the left-hand side. Chalnini. Barota. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, strongly challenged there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Van Nistelrooy. Can he finish? He scores! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Après 89 minutes de jeu.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Bellingham. Guti. Now, what about a counter-attack? And the referee brings it to a close. Paris Saint-Germain are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. As you can see, we've already started here. Big chance! Goal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
But inscrit après 5 minutes de jeu par le numéro 8.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar. Spread out to the left. Decent hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Stolo. That's a nicely measured pass. Chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, it's Petit.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And it's Petit. Now it's Neymar. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Yuka.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Jimenez. In towards the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham! Yuka.
EFB United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Mignanda.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out to the right.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Guti. Half an hour played now. Espimas looking understandably energised after his goal. He could be in, and he's had a hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Guti. Davids. And Neymar. Guti. Bellingham. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Nistelrooy. Mignanda. Jimenez.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Mignanda. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. He's gone forward. It's a goal kick. Chelnini. Mignanda. Out to the left it goes. He's in plenty of space here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Yuka.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Neymar. Guti. Bellingham touches it back. Great ball. And Messi! And another try! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Valeni. Struma. Valeni. Jimenez. Mignanda. Played into space out wide. He rises! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
EFB United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that's been drilled. Has a goal! Oh, it's come loose.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Espimas. Barota. Castolo. Saliba did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a decent clearance. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Jimenez. Castolo. Played out towards the right wing. Could try cutting inside here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Chelnini.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he's there to clear it. Guti. Moved on forwards. Davids. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Chelnini. Bellingham. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he's been hiding in plain sight, but the opposition have been blind to it until now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Barota. Castolo. Petit gets it away. Tries a shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Chelnini. Espimas. Chelnini. Harty. Chelnini. Struma. That pass isn't the best. And it's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Van Nistelrooy. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Changement en cours.
Paris Saint-Germain really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, he's found support out wide. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Messi. He's through here. Van Nistelrooy. And it's played into the big header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Espimas. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And it's Guti. Bellingham. Goalkeeper's ball. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Mignanda. That's been cut out, well played. Neymar. And that will be the final act. Paris Saint-Germain suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Big header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
It's just to go back.
Just too much pressure. Have to go that way.
He is, there's the hit!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He's played him through. Ter Stegen gets rid without sophistication. And it's Messi. Little pass back. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he has been fouled there. Decent hit from there. Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Kobbie Mainoo, is someone who can add a nice bit of stability to midfield.
Just the goalkeeper's... Van Nistelrooy! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Cruzeiro finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Koundé, and it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It looks a good ball through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bellingham. Guti. Bellingham running with the ball. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Van Nistelrooy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Alexander-Arnold. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Son Heung-min. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he latch on to this? And he's taking no chances there. Davids. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Mbappe. Son Heung-min. Decent hit! Sticks it away! Cruzeiro are back on level terms. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Backward it goes. Petit. O'Malley gets it away. Petit goes on a charge down the left. And that's a throw-in. Saliba. Bellingham. Mainoo. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. Menu, nicely spread. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And he welcomes it in. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Showing good feet. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity
Il y
to
aura 2
turn.
minutes de temps additionnel.
Alexander-Arnold. Van Bouten. Undoor. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's been picked out. Bellingham. And we've reached half-time. Paris Saint-Germain head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. Cruzeiro kick off the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he was quick to react. Van Dijk. Undoor. Mbappe. And the Son Heung-min! Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy. And it's Neymar. Chance here to counter. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. He rises! El Mali. And it's Son Heung-min. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's certainly onside here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Has a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been knocked clear. Now it's Messi. Paris Saint-Germain given another corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he goes cross-field. Mbappe. Son Heung-min. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Son Heung-min might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
And he's straight offside. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Nistelrooy being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
And it's Neymar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Petit. He gets big! In once, up he goes! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Cruzeiro choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Paris Saint-Germain. He's had a hit! It's in! And he is just ripping it up!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
But pour l'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Paris Saint-Germain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really...
Real chance! And he's there to belt it away. Van Bouten is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Neymar. And now the breakaway. Moved on forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Out to the left it goes. Al-Mali. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's in on goal! Foden! He'll want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, what a ball! Van Nistelrooy. Fofana. Messi.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Messi. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now he's had a shot! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
1 minute.
Paris Saint-Germain grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And it's Messi. He's found a way past. Oh, that's a clever... He's got full! Oh, brilliant save! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Van Nistelrooy collecting the match ball.